Pill with the Red Pill News Dispensary. Now, right now I'm working on part 2 of what we started last night. But in the meantime, I just wanted to let you guys know, Olivia, I can't have you on camera. I can't have you on camera. Please? It's only take 2 seconds. I just wanted to say hello to everybody. I'm working on a few videos. I got a lot of interesting stuff coming. I don't know if notifications are going out. Figures. Anyways, you guys will hopefully, I don't think notifications are going out, but it's okay. I've been working on a couple streams, and but this stream right here is just basically to introduce anybody who is into sports, in particular sports betting, and even if you're not really into it, if you're into making money. I mean, I don't have money to bet, so I can't really win. I mean, any money that any extra money I can kind of squirrel away, I'm going to put towards the channel. And, you know, I made a couple of videos where I basically, like, begged for money. And one person offered, but that person is the one person who has donated to this channel so many times that I do not want to, I'm not going to take any more money from them. I was just kind of hoping. I'm not looking for huge, just because in the description it said, oh, you know, if you donate 50 or more, then you will be the first 3 that do. Even though I don't think there would be 3 people that do at all. I'd be surprised if there's 2, maybe 1. You know, that you'll be the first 3 to get the brand new Red Pill merchandise. Which I ordered Red Pill merch, and I ordered a smaller amount, but still, merch for this channel that I'm about to let you guys know about. And, you know, even if you're not into it, you might know someone that's into it. And, you know, I mean, this is what I do for a living. And now they just legalized gambling in Massachusetts. So, you know, this could be a good thing for me. But I'm more interested in spreading the wealth, you know. For instance, so far there's been 11 weeks in the NFL. There hasn't been 1 week that I've had a losing record. Now, mind you, there's been 2 weeks where I broke even, but, you know, I have 11. That means 9 weeks I won more games than I lost. Now, sometimes it's only 1 or 2 games more. Let's say 10 games, I'll win 6, lose 4. I mean, that's a winning week. You still win money. But the thing is, I don't bet much because I don't have much. But there's been also a good amount of weeks, like last week and week 6 and 7, where I hit, like, you know, we're talking above 80 to 90%. So, and week 12 has been no different. So I'm going to show you guys the picks that I made this week, just to show you guys. And there's still a game tonight, and that's one of my favorite games. So pay attention to what I say about that. And listen, guys, I understand. I don't have the money to donate to other channels, you know, and I'm not looking for people to donate some huge amounts. And I'm done asking for anyone. I was just thinking, like, you know, if a bunch of people donated like 5, 10, 20, you know, like maybe a couple of people donated 20, a couple of people donated $5, you know, I'll be able to get the laptop and the mic, and you know what I mean? And well, not so much the mic. I got the mic, and someone actually might be sending me a free one, so that's good. But I'm talking about the whole setup. That way I could do the deep dives that I always do. I mean, I can still make it work. I can still give you guys the intel the way I do it right now. But when I have a laptop in front of me, it's a totally different ball game. And I guess I was just, you know, hoping. But it looks like it's not working out. No donations. It's funny how that works. I like really, like, I felt so stupid because I hate when YouTubers like beg for money. I mean, that's what I'm against. And, you know, for the last 2 streams, I became that, but only out of necessity. I just want to, it's not money for me, it's money for the channel. I just want to bring you guys the best content possible. But I'm just going to have to deal with what I got. Anyways, guys, check out the channel. I'll just give you a glimpse of, for instance, this week. Here it is right here. Alright, guys, and later on, like I said, I'm working on all these other videos. Now, there's other times where I always say, like, alright, another video tonight. No, there's definitely more videos coming tonight. Last night, I started that stream so late, I have to finish that one, and then there's going to be another stream after that tonight. So, that'll be 2 more streams. I just need to space them out, otherwise notifications won't go out. In fact, I don't even know, I don't think notifications went out here. Let me just say a couple of hellos real quick. Negotiator, what's up from Arizona? And Arizona, that is a key point, by the way. Kelly Kibo, hello. How you doing? Awake 2. Does it not show wrenches on it? Alright, everyone who's supposed to have a wrench has a wrench, right? Because to me, it doesn't show the wrench for some reason. And the chat should be on the other side. I just wish I had the laptop. It drives me nuts. Alright, so Awake 2. Oh, good to see you. Hello. Long time no see. I saw you like once, unless you changed your name. Claire de Gua. Wow. So maybe they didn't go out, because a lot of names that I don't see that often. I am so happy that you guys joined. Hope you guys have been checking out the videos, and some great stuff coming, guys. I mean, this is important stuff. Negotiator again, and just real quick, Ann Brown, hello. Mac Duffin, how you doing, Mac? Good to see you. TJ Antipas. Is it TJ Antipas or TJ Antipas? Anyways, hello. West Texas Danielle, how you doing? I saw your comments. Did you get my comment back? Alfred Phillips, long time no see. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. From Alaska. But Alfred, it's been so long. A lot of, it's so funny. A lot of people who haven't been around in a while, I've been starting to see. And that makes me so happy, is when, you know, people who were regulars that I didn't see for a while, and I think about them, and then it becomes so long that it's like, I remember them, but they haven't been there in so long. It's like you think the worst, but it's so good to see that you're here, Alfred. Same thing like Gus the Broken, he showed up, and even a couple other names in here that I haven't seen in so long. Tesla's Enthusiasm, how are you? Oh, you live in Gettysburg? That's pretty cool. Hey, if you don't mind, is there any way you could take a picture of a couple of the battlefield at Gettysburg? I would just like to see the layout of the land. Now, I've seen it on the History Channel. I could look it up, but it's different from someone who actually lives there. Again, now in this video, my red pill email won't be in the description of this email. It'll be my other channels, the sports channel. And I know, a truther that follows sports. Wow, what a truther. Trust me, everyone who knows me knows that I know my stuff when it comes to the truth stuff, and I have a lot to offer. But, it's like we all do something for a living. Unless I go off grid and, pull a Ted Kaczynski. I mean, we all have to make a living. And I make my living, in sports. And I'm actually still in school because I want to continue to better my position in sports radio. And little did I know, doing the truth community would put my job in jeopardy. But that's nothing compared to putting my child in jeopardy. But you know what? I'm a Christian, but this has nothing to do with the Christian part. I feel bad for those people. I am not going to make any bad videos about anybody. Okay? So that's it. I am so disgusted. I'm worried that if I make a video, I will come off as such a maniac. People will be not want to watch me. you guys have no idea. But then again, my audience deserves to know what happens. So I will, if you guys haven't figured it out yet, I will let you know some of the stuff that's resulted from the craziness over in that cult that has, you know, leaked into real life situations that are. Anyways, I want to keep this about the channel, my new channel. Well, it's not a new channel. I've had the channel basically for this whole season and the end of last season. But I'm really on a streak, so I'm trying to see if I can make it the whole season without having a losing week. Let me see. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? And I just want to show you guys a sample of what it is and all that. Kelly Kibo, if you feel inclined to help the channel, thank you. Oh, Kelly, thank you for putting that, for putting the link there. I really appreciate that, because you know what? In this video, all the links for the other channel, not for this. Oh, you email again on Yahoo? I'll check it out, West Texas. I didn't check it since then, so I'll check it. Awake 2. The first, really? You haven't been getting Awake 2. You know what? Go to the bell, because what they'll do is they'll take the bell, and even if you hit ring notify me every time and make it the bell ring every time, sometimes they'll change it, especially with certain truthers. Especially when there's real truth coming out. You know, they have a background. They actually had a top secret sensitive compartmentalized information clearance with a polygraph and worked in cryptology. You know, those are the ones, and it worries me sometimes, but they haven't taken me out yet, and I don't ever, and never would disclose classified intel. So, you know, I'm just basically just trying to wake people up to the truth about what's going on in this world. And this world is the world of the lowercase g God, Satan. And also to spread the good word that we can be saved. And but I've learned that people need to find it on their own, but it does help to give a little push. And I don't know why there's all this background noise all of a sudden. You know, this is supposed to be a quick video. Alright, so anyways, alright, so let me just go through the chat again real quick. And Kelly, again, thank you. So Kelly put the PayPal link, because there's other links that I put. If you read any of my other, if you want to see anything about the Red Pill News Dispensary, all of my other video, pick any other video besides this one, and all the correct stuff is in the description. But stuff like Venmo, Cash App, what's the other one? Cash App, even what's it called when you send if you send it over here, Super Chat. You know, those all would go to my family and things like that. And yeah, I mean, we could always use extra to help out, especially when I'm putting in time. But I would much rather it go to the channel. I want this channel to be, first of all, at least where it was before, because we had all the equipment before and we were doing great intel, great deep dives. But since we haven't had that because they keep frying my BIOS chips, and I think that on one of them it was my fault because I should have been using a surge protector, and I wasn't with one of them. But there was another couple of times there was no reason these BIOS chips should have burnt, whatever happened. But basically the person told me, like, well, I don't know how this happened. You have it connected right. It was a new computer, and then it happened a second time with a used computer. So, and then it happened a third time, but that was my fault because I didn't have a surge protector. Or at least I think it was my fault. Anyways. Thank you, Kelly, for putting that in there, because like I said, this video in the description is just going to have all of the stuff for my other channel, which is called Wise Guy Bets. Pretty simple. That's the same thing as my email for that. WiseGuyBets@yahoo.com. Same thing as my Twitter handle, WiseGuyBets. And then it's at WiseGuyN, as in November. So that's all pretty straightforward, but you know, for some of you ladies, if you have a husband that's into sports and he gambles, I'm telling you, this is what I do for a living. I do it well. But thank you again, Kelly, because instead of donating to me and my family, which is great any other time, but right now I'm concentrated on computer, mic, better audio, and better video. Now the video, you know, and by the way, every dollar that's put in, I'm gonna match. So let's say I get, you know, $150. I won't. I've gotten zero. But let's say I got $150. I'll match 150. That's 300. That's enough for a laptop, and I have the other laptop I can turn in. So actually, I can get a laptop and basically everything except for the video. I want like a really crisp, like as much as I can't stand him, one thing he knows how to do is make money off of people. And he has one of those cameras where it's so sharp, and I would just love a camera like that, eventually. For now, I'm just looking for the basics. And it's not like I'm depending on other people to do it for me. I just can't do it alone. I'll match every dollar. And by the way, all of this will be documented, pictures, you know, you will, you know, it'll be named after you. If let's say what you contributed went to, just hypothetically, a mic, a nice mic. Well, that mic, let's say it was donated by, I was going by first name, I see West Texas. That'll be the West Texas mic, and it'll always be the West Texas mic for the rest of the Red Pill News Dispensary, as long as I'm around. And I'm not worried about December 10th like everyone else. There's going to be some shakeups, but it's not what people think. Watch. I'm not even going to go there. I said I'm not going to talk crap about people. Okay, so let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. This first location. Okay, yeah, like I said, make sure the bell is rung. Matt, we love you, brother. We know you put a lot of work and time into your research. Oh, Matt, you have no idea. Wait until you see like the stuff that's coming. Once you see the stuff that's coming, it's gonna be. That's me putting in real time. I mean, and at the same time, going to school, going to work, putting up with all the bullshit, taking care of my daughter. You know, to a point, taking care of Amanda. I mean, she's up, she's around, she's doing better, but I still have to take care of her, and there is still that. I don't even want to talk about it right now, to be honest with you. It's like, it's not good to like sit there and like, oh, let's pretend like problems don't exist. But it's also not good to sit there. I think about it all day. I don't feel like doing it right now, too. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. I had a nip yesterday. Because, you know, football during the Patriots. Oh, shit, man. I'm screwed. Someone call social services. Take my child. Because apparently that's what people think should happen, even when they know better, even when they've been watching me for about, I don't know. And the funny thing is, the people that talk the most crap, they're actually like my biggest fans. They've been watching me forever. I can show old videos. They're calling in, they're praising, they're begging me to give them plugs. They can get like I said, I'm not gonna make any hate videos. I'm not gonna go there. It's just some really bad stuff has happened, not just like naturally in my life, but I cannot believe how low people can go. I mean, even with certain people, it's like you would think that they're the type. It still blows my mind. I just, and Mac Duffin, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, because let's just say that you asked me a certain question, and I'm not blaming you at all, because it was bound to happen. We were bound to clash again with their fake olive branch. But you mentioned that everyone then was saying all this crap about me, and basically I just addressed it and mentioned it. His response to that was basically trying to get my kid taken away. So I just. Alright, anyways, I'm starting to get pissed. I don't want to get pissed, and I'm not going to do bad videos. I'm not going to do hate videos. I'm just not going to do it. I should, but I'm not going to. Alright, so I just want you guys to check out my channel. And thank you, everyone that's here. Oh, one person I didn't say hello to. Born a Racer. Good to see you. You said that's a really good idea, but I didn't know what you were referring to, unfortunately. If you want to put it in the comments what you meant, that's a really good idea. You might actually be responding to somebody else. But anyways, if anyone wants to donate to the channel, it doesn't. I know that it says if you donate 50, there'll be 3 people. There won't be 3 people who donate $50. But if you donate 50 or more, I ordered a bunch of Red Pill merchandise. There's 4 different types of merchandise. There is the mug. There is the like a t-shirt, but it's not like the cheap t-shirt. I got like the nice, like it feels good on your skin. It's like a nice material. Then there's the long sleeve one, so that's 3. And the 4th one, I always forget what the 4th one is. Let me get back to you on that. But there's a 4th one, so there's 4 options. And basically, you'll be the first person that has Red Pill merchandise. In fact, I will not wear any Red Pill merchandise until I give out those merchandise. Now, I'm not going to sell the merchandise either. Like what I'm talking about right now is if someone donates $50 or more, the first 3 people to do that get their choice of whatever they want. One of the Red Pill merchandise as a thank you, and they get to say that they're the first ones. They'll be the first ones to get the Red Pill merch. Afterwards, I'm not going to be selling the merch. This is actually something I learned from somebody that I don't like that much, but I think it's brilliant. I think people who do Patreon and hold information away from regular viewers, I think that intelligence, information, it should be free for everybody. It should not be just if you pay for Patreon, then you get the real intel, and everyone else gets the leftover, bird feed. No, I give the legit intel to everybody all the time. And I mean, think of it. I'm a small channel, and we were the first to report that Q was coming back. And not only that he was coming back, but exactly where he was coming back. That wasn't anywhere else. I checked everywhere. I tried to disprove it because it just didn't make sense. I'm like, how did this guy know? And why is it nowhere else? I checked every platform. No one. And then 45 minutes later, Q posted from there. So that tells me that if Q is real, and listen, I'm not a stupid person. I follow Q. I would stay up all night watching Q for a year and a half, going on 2 years. Now it's 2 years, but like I'm talking like really into it for like a year and a half before I had the channel. There is no way that it's just some fake whatever. It is either real or, and this is a very, very good possibility, it is artificial intelligence. The Q team is actually AI. I've always said that for the past year. I've said I leave the door open to the chance that Q is AI, especially how he does things in question form, and he has a bunch of people, almost like a hive mind, go and get the answers to all these things and bring him and feed him data. However, if you do know Q, you know that there is a human side to Q, and I don't know if they have that type of technology yet. And even if they do, I don't think it's a efficient way to use that technology. So I am leaning towards real, especially because when you look at what's going on in the world and you look at what's coming up, and if you know about December 9th and December 11th and the Bulldog in Connecticut, then you know that all this stuff Q is saying is coming to fruition. If you've been following the arrests and following all this stuff, it all makes sense. And anyways, so my whole point was I had that story before anybody. Al-Baghdadi, when we killed Al-Baghdadi, did you get, if you were watching mainstream media, you would have gotten that story about like, I don't know what just happened. Hold on. If you watch mainstream media, you would have got that story like over an hour after me. And then I went and checked all of YouTube, Twitter, everything. It wasn't anywhere. The only place I saw it was over in the Middle East. So basically, I wasn't the first, period, but I was the first in this hemisphere to report al-Baghdadi was killed. And it's just, this is all just in the past few weeks. I just feel like I should be, with the sources I have, and it's not me. Yes, I do have a credentials and a background and a certain way that I analyze things. But what makes this channel is I have a wicked, intelligent audience and great sources. And I just feel like me continuing to have to do it from the phone, obviously I'm going to use a surge protector, all of that. I'm going to get insurance. I try to go cheap and get a refurbished. Nope, I got to go brand new. I'm going to do it right. And I think this channel is really going to shoot off. And anyone who can help me with that, I really appreciate it. Like I said, you can either go to any one of my other videos, and it doesn't have to be $50. The merchandise, by the way, I didn't even finish. The merchandise, the way that's going to go is instead of having Patreon, where I give them the information and give birdseed to the rest of the people, no. I'll give all the regular information to everybody, but Patreon could actually be something I could do, because basically, it's almost like buying merch. If you want to get merchandise, and maybe there'll be like a couple other little cool things, or like a more personal way to talk to me one-on-one whenever you want. That will be the perks of Patreon. Is basically you're paying for the merch and the more exclusive access. I think that's a good idea for Patreon, because I'll never, withhold information from, the information's for everybody. This is free, you know what I mean? You guys know what I'm saying. Anyways, let me get to the video real quick. I've been kind of rambling. And let me just make sure there's no one else. And if you do want to donate, like I said, the $50 thing, that was just to say you're the first to get the merchandise. You donate $5, $10, whatever you can do. Anything you can do. And if you can't do anything, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just surprised, out of like over 2,000 subscribers, I didn't get not even one penny. There was one person who offered, but it's the same person who has donated so much in the past. I can't accept any more money from them. I'm not in this to like make money. I just want to give you guys the best product possible. Anyways, let's get into it. Here is my other channel, and I'm just basically gonna give you guys, you guys will get an idea of what the other channel's all about. All right. Hey, if this dies, I'll turn it right back on, because I'm having a little bit of trouble right now with this. If this dies for any reason, I will turn it right back on, just so you know. Alright, I'll turn it right back on and just go right to the video. But I just gotta make sure that this is on here. Okay. Oh no, don't die. Alright, I'm gonna turn it right back on. Ah, it never ends. Alright guys, I'm back. Alright, so here it is. Here is, like I said, it's called Wise Guy Bets. And by the way, it's already Monday, so 90% of the games have already been played, and we have, even if we lost both ways tonight. Tonight, Baltimore is playing in a very, very. It's going to be a very, very good game tonight. But tonight is Baltimore, and basically you guys will see. Anyways, we've already won this week as well. We're gonna win a lot more games this week than we lose. So another winning week, and if for the people who are into sports, I'm hoping that's another way I can raise money for the channel. Is if they let's say they bet $50 a game, and I hit 75% of them. Well, that's a lot of money. They might kick me a bone, and that might also help grow the channel. I don't know. I'm thinking of all these different ways, but I don't have the money to bet, but I have the knowledge. So, and especially if Baltimore and well, you know what? Let me just play it for you. What? Are you kidding me?
Shit, I gotta go now then.
Hold on, Amanda.
Matt, I have 20 minutes.
Alright, one second.
Where's the light? No, she's crying because she hit me.
Where's the video?
I should be the one crying.
This might not be the right video, but let's see. Alright guys, I just did a whole video and it didn't go through, and it was nicely done. But anyway, this is Matthew in Boston. You guys know the deal. We haven't had a losing week, and here we are in week 12. So if you guys took the picture earlier, we had Indy plus 4.5, won. We had UMASS and BYU over 69.5. That was a win. We also had Harvard as the underdog. Plus 6.5, but that game was canceled. But anyways, here's the picks for today, and I know that you guys got to get your bets in real quick. I tried to do this earlier, but for some reason the video didn't upload correctly.
This isn't the right video.
But here are the picks for today. You guys, if you don't know the symbolism, here's the key. Double stars, the pick of the day. Forget about the units part. That's for me. One star means locks. I usually just do 2 stars, one game with 2 stars, but I just loved games last week, and I did like 3 games. This week, I really love some of these games, so you got to get them in. A couple of these lines have changed, some for the better, some not, so we'll go with that. So, here we go. We got Detroit, 3 point, given 3.5. New England given 4.5. New England under 45. Should say a 45.5, not 6, of course. Tennessee under 41.5, although that's gone up to 42.5. So that's gone in our favor. Seattle plus 1.5. However, that's kind of moved lately. Now it's up to like, basically it's flipped. It's like minus 1.5. Miami plus 11. Tennessee.
Alright, so let me see here. This should be the right one, but for some reason it's not there. Why isn't it? Alright, hold on. Oh, I got one more idea. Here we go. Let's just go straight to the source. Straight to the source. That's so weird. It won't let you, This is Amanda's. What is going on here, folks? I am in the weeds. Alright, this is not working how I hoped. This is crazy. Is it because I'm live that it won't let me share? I don't get it. I have an idea. Okay. So, here we go. Here we go. So here's the channel, by the way. Alright, so here's the Wise Guy channel. And that's not the one I want, though. The one I really want is
Alright guys, I just did a whole video and it didn't go through, and it was nicely done. But anyways, this is Matthew in Boston. You know, you guys know the deal. We haven't had a losing week, and here we are in week 12. So if you guys took the picture earlier, you know, we had Indy plus 4.5, won. We had UMASS and BYU over 69.5. That was a win. We also had Harvard as the underdog. Plus 6.5, but that game was canceled. But anyways, here's the picks for today, and I know that you guys got to get your bets in real quick. I tried to do this earlier, but for some reason the video didn't upload correctly. But here are the picks for today. You guys, if you don't know the symbolism, here's the key. Double stars, the pick of the day. Forget about the units part. That's for me. One star means locks. I usually just do 2 stars, one game with 2 stars, but I just loved games last week, and
I don't know if this will work. Sorry guys, this is not going as planned at all. I had done this and it's like it disappeared. It's not saved anymore. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? I'm trying to think. I use screen recorder. This is what I use. You know what? I'll just show you guys. So I'm just gonna go straight to Twitter. Alright, and I'll just show you guys. So here we go. And by the way, here is if you guys want to check out the Twitter page, I always put the picks. I do a YouTube video with the picks on Wise Guy Bets, as well as on my Twitter, I put all the bets. So, basically, you have here, this is the bets that happen on Thursday. So the first one's Thursday, 11/21. Indy plus 4.5. They lost by 3, but that's still a win. That still covers. And then I usually don't do too much college football unless it is, like a local team. So, with the local teams, you can kind of get a feel for them. I can go see them myself. You can kind of see. Actually, I have a lot of buddies that work in clubs, and they'll let me know, like, hey, the quarterback at UMASS, he used to be here drinking, and he was getting messed up on a Friday night before the game. Then I know to bet against them. On this one, I got an inside info. Just basically that he wasn't drinking anymore, the quarterback of UMass. And I know that BYU is an amazing team. They were favored by 40 points. And the over-under was 69.5, which is a crazy amount of points. And I still took the over because I knew that BYU was going to do their thing. But at the same time, since the quarterback of UMass sobered up, I knew that they, basically he would at least, put up some points. So I took the over, and it went over easy. And the other game that I liked was Harvard. Harvard, they were playing Yale, and they were playing at Yale, and they canceled it due to weather. I mean, this is football. I can't believe they would cancel that game because of weather. And Yale was favored by 6.5 points. Well, first it was 6, then it went to 6.5 with the weather. And I liked Harvard. Now, as you can see, there's a legend up here at the top. If you look at the top under Wise Guy Bets, 2 stars, that's the pick of the day. Usually I only have like 1, maybe 2 of those each day. This Sunday, I went nuts. There were so many games, and I love so many of them. And we did very well. And so, anyway, so that's the pick of the day. And then usually, if I really like a game, maybe not pick of the day as much. It's not my favorite game, but I love the game. I just put 1 star, and that's a lock. I call that a lock. And we did very well with the locks. Now, the triangle, see that diamond? And it says underdog of the day. I always pick one every especially if there's, at least 2 or 3 games. And if applicable, like if there is an underdog that I like, I'll put the underdog of the day. And so it happened to be that Harvard was an underdog. They were the underdog of the day. Also had them as a lock. Unfortunately, that game was not played. But when it is played, I like that. I still like them. But we'll see how much the line moves because it'll be better weather. So we'll revisit that. So now on to the more current. So here is so right at this point we're 2-0, and then here's Sunday. So again, same thing at the top. As far as the units, that's for me. That's kind of how I keep track of. That has nothing to do with it. Doesn't concern you guys out there who are trying to make these bets and make money. Now, these are a lot of bets, but if you stuck with me, just like every other week, you make money. You don't lose money. So this is the 12th week, and this is going to be a net positive. Out of 12 weeks, I have never had, so far, I have not lost more games than I won, ever. However, I have broken even a couple times, which means that you would have had to pay the juice. So you would have had to pay, but just juice. And there's been 4 weeks, actually maybe 5, depending on what happens tonight. 5, it would be like big time. You win a lot if you go with everything I said. So let me get into exactly what I did for yesterday and today. So I already kind of read all these off before. You guys can take a look. You can pause, whatever it is. See the underdog of the day. This is actually my favorite pick of the day. Even though I have a bunch of pick of the days, my favorite was the New York Jets as an underdog, getting 3.5 points at home. I loved that pick. Even though, and I don't bet with my heart. I actually almost didn't bet on the Patriots, and I wish I didn't because they didn't cover. But I did love the under, and it definitely went under. So that was my second favorite pick. So my top two favorite picks basically there's four picks that I really like. So far, 3 out of those 4 all covered. All right, and the number one was the Jets, and they were underdog. They ended up they were underdogs 3-3. They were getting 3.5 points. They ended up winning something like 34-3. All right, so I got a good pulse for this stuff. The other things were like New England under 45. It says 0.6, but there's no such thing. It should say 45.5. The final score ended up being like 13-9 or something like that. So I mean, that's way under 13 plus 9. That, by the way, that's how it works. For anyone curious, 13 is 22. So that's under 45.5. In fact, I mean, it's like you could double that number and you're still not at 45.5. So that was my second favorite pick. My third favorite pick was San Francisco, and they covered easy. They killed them last night. I would say my fourth favorite pick was actually San Francisco under 47.5, which also covered. It was a little bit close though, but it covered. Now, here's on to what has not happened. Here's tonight's games. So, first let me say, there's things called parlays and teasers, and there's also things called like, A&R, action and reverse. But we're going to focus on the more simple ones, parlay and teaser. Now, in the video, which for some reason won't load, I mentioned that I loved the parlay, which means you pick as many teams as you want, and you bet a certain amount, and every single one of those teams has to win. So basically, let's say in this case, I pick 4 teams. If you bet, let's say, just for math's sake, let's say $10, that would probably return like $50, maybe even more, like $55. So that's pretty good. And the four teams that I picked were San Francisco -3, and that with a 120 to 100. Also, San Francisco under 47.5. Those are the first 2 that played last night. They both won. The other 2 played tonight. Baltimore -3, -115, and Baltimore under 46.5. Now, let me see. Did I put it in here yet? No. So, I'm going to show you guys right now. So, for the parlay, now San Francisco, I was okay with 3 points, but you got to be careful with the 3 points, especially with a parlay, because you want to nail it. So for the parlay with San Francisco, both ways, also take under, I think it's 46.5 Baltimore, and buy a half point. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as much as I love Baltimore, they're playing a very good team tonight. But I still like Baltimore. I don't care. So buy a half point, making -3 into Baltimore -2.5. Now the only bad part about that is but it's a parlay, so it's okay. But no, it was -115 for the -3. But when you buy that half point, the way you buy it is instead of 115 to win 100, it becomes -1 40 to win 100. All right, so that's the parlay I like. And like I said, the parlay is you pick a certain amount of teams, and every single one has to win. But if they all win, there's a huge payout. And if you took this one, so far you already got 2 of the 4. And as long as this game stays under, and instead of 3, I made it 2.5. If those hit, that's big money. In fact, I got a few emails today. They're really excited about the game tonight because of how I put that out. Now, also, outside of the parlay, you can do teasers, and these are really fun because you can manipulate the lines. So teaser. So you can do a 6-point teaser, you can do a 6.5 teaser, and a 7-point teaser. Sometimes certain sites and certain bookies let you do a 10-point teaser, but I don't recommend it because what you get paid back really isn't worth it. Now again, you have to win each one, but the catch with this is that, like for instance, in this one I did a 6-point teaser. I'm sorry, a 6.5 teaser. And I remember I did that because of San Francisco. And with this one, you don't have to buy the line with Baltimore. You know how I changed it from 3 to 2.5? So let me just show you what I mean. So teaser, so 6.5 teaser. And that will make, so these games already happened, but you'll see what I mean. San Francisco minus, minus 3. That turns into, and usually I don't like crossing 0 with teasers, but in this situation in particular, I'm kind of going against my own rule, only because I just see it. I think this is gonna hit, and if you hit this and the parlay, plus the winning more than losing of the rest of those games, you've done very well for yourself this weekend. So San Francisco, instead of being favored by 3, now they are underdogs by 3, meaning they get 3.5 points. To put it simply, if they were to lose by 3 points, they still win, if that makes sense, because they're the underdogs by 3.5 points. Okay, so so San Francisco. The under was 47.5. And that is going to change into 54. Under 54. Which it actually went under 47.5 anyway. So that hits as well. But these things already hit last night. It's the Baltimore that you really want to watch. So under 54. Okay, next. Now, here's the ones that are on tonight. Baltimore. Now, notice, on the parlay, I bought the point because you have to win each game outright. So I bought the point for the parlay. But for the tees, I could because it's a 6.5 tees, I just make that minus 3. All of a sudden becomes plus 3.5. I always do that. I always hit 6. I know that some of this is like another language to some of you guys, but I hope that I'm explaining it in a way where it makes sense to a point. And then also the under, which, by the way, let me check the over-under right now because I actually think it went up. So let's check. Let's check. So here's the official Vegas odds. And when you're looking at the Vegas odds, you want to look right here. You see this? The VI consensus, the second one from the left. That's what you want to see. And it's at 47. So let's see. It opened at 49. I mean, I wish I had grabbed it back then. Which is why I'm actually going to make a pick on a Thursday night game right now, because I'm worried about the line moving. The lines move a lot. And usually they move away from, like what I like. I would have had a better line had I bet earlier in the week. So I'm going to start actually doing these videos earlier in the week. So anyway, so here's the Baltimore. If you look at it, it's the top one, Baltimore, and it's at the LA Rams. Yes, the LA Rams, the team that was in the Super Bowl against the Patriots and lost, but still, they were in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. I don't care. Baltimore is on fire, and despite how many points they score, the Rams do have a good defense. Baltimore has a very good defense. I like the under. So it's at 47. So we take that 47. So Baltimore. And you know what? You guys can see for yourself. See if these scores work out. See what happens. Because I'll tell you right now, if these clear, there's going to be a lot of happy people who took these. So Baltimore under 47. It now becomes, because it's a 6.5 tease, it becomes, so 53, so 53.5. So basically, that means that, let's say the score is 32 to 21. Baltimore wins 32 to 21. You add those two together, it comes to 53. But it's 53.5. So the under would win. You see? And that's a high scoring game. 32 to 21. I mean, that's kind of like a weird score. Not the 21 part, the 32 part. More realistic one would be something like 34 to my head. 34. Yeah. Anyways, you guys get the point, right? So, all right. Yeah, 34 to 19 or something. That would be like a more realistic. So let's say it was 34 to 19. That's a more realistic score. So, anyways. Actually, really, a realistic score would be something like 37 to 16. That's a realistic score. Anyways, okay, so now that 47 becomes 53.5. So here's where we're at. With the parlay, Baltimore, they have to win by 3 or more. As far as the over-under, they just have to keep it under 46.5 because we already hit the San Francisco part. For the teasers, it's a lot more interesting. Even though they won outright, so they obviously won their teasers for San Francisco both ways. But what we have to watch is Baltimore. They are favored by 3. I'm not buying the half point because I don't need to. It's a tease. I'm already getting points in a different way. So that goes to plus 3.5, meaning they could lose the game by 3 points, which I don't think they will. I think they'll win the game. But let's say, some freak thing happens, or they just don't have a good game, but it's close and they lose by 3 points. Well, with the tease, you still win, as long as it still stays below 53.5, which is a very, very high number. So I feel good about that. I feel very good about that. Now, on top of that, I'm going to tell you right now, my other bet, and by the way, with the teaser, you don't put like 2 stars next to it or 1 star. You don't do that because it's the parlay. It doesn't make any sense. But for the game, I like Baltimore. My pick of the day is Baltimore by the half point and make it 2.5. Now, instead of 115 to win 100, it's going to be 140 to win 100. So the payout won't be as good. You'll have to pay more to win more, which is true in all games. But for instance, let's say you want to win $10. If you take Baltimore -3, then you only have to pay, $11.50 to win $10. But doing it this way, you have to pay $14 to win $10. You got it? I hope that makes sense. Okay, but I really like that game, and I'm gonna make that for Monday night. I'm gonna make that my pick of the night is Baltimore -2.5 because it was at 3 and we're buying a half point, which makes the -140 go up. And I like that pick. I really do. And then also, I'm also going to throw in Baltimore under 47. Baltimore under 47. And I'm not going to make that the pick of the day, but I am going to make that a lock. Okay? And then there's one more thing you can do, by the way. Since San Francisco already happened, and you guys might be interested in this, let's say you want to do a tease on just this game, just these two teams. Wait, can you do a tease with 2? I think you can do it with 6 points. You know what? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. So let's see. I'm going to show you right now. Oh, the line actually went up to 3.5. So you know what? Wow, the line went up. Good thing I got ahead of it. Damn, that sucks for everyone else. Shit. But let's just say theoretically, if I wanted to do that, can I do a parlay that way? I mean, not a parlay. Yeah, you can. You can. So 6 points. In this way, in this one, you want to do 7 points. So you get plus 3.5 and 54. You see that? I'll just put a small little stupid bet, $2. You know what? That only wins 1.54. You know, I'll just do this. You know, I'm not gonna bet. I don't got the money. But if you got, this is a good bet right here. So by the way, this is a 7-point tease. The spread just went up. Unless you want to wait and see if that line comes back down to 3, and then you just stick with the 6.5 point tease. But for now, if it doesn't change, you want to go with 7-point tease, and you'll still have that plus 3.5. But instead of 53.5, it's good. It'll even go up another point to 54. Now, also, remember I said I wanted to get in a pick ahead of time? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to try to do right now. I want to let you guys know this. I just need to check the line because I like this game. It's a Thursday night game, which is why I'm looking at it now. And basically, it's Thanksgiving. And there's a lot of people are going to be betting. So you want to get on this right now while you can, right? Okay. So what I like when I look at this, I like Detroit. That's probably like my favorite. I also like, now this is all on Thanksgiving. Now, as far as the over-under, I like the under. Let's see, Buffalo and Dallas. And also, you got to think, these guys aren't getting much rest from Sunday to Thursday, or depending on when they played last. But both of these teams played Sunday, although Dallas did play at, a tough one. It died again. Oh no, it's not the same stream. Whatever, we're gonna finish this off. I'll put part 2. I just honestly, I have people who, use my bets. Not so much from YouTube, but they use it from Twitter. Just because, people in Boston, a lot of people do go with my picks. And with Thanksgiving coming up, I kind of feel bad because really all I'm giving you is what I like tonight. But I want to get ahead of what's coming for Thanksgiving, and a lot of people are going to be gambling on Thanksgiving. Those lines are going to move big time. So I am trying to help out my Red Pill audience, and I know that a lot of you might not be into sports, but your husbands might be, and some of you might be. So just in case anyone is, I'm trying to help you guys out, because if I had the money, I could do very well with gambling. I just don't have the money. The money I make goes straight to bills. I mean, $2,300. Well, it's $2,200, but then it's going $2,300 a month for this apartment. Meanwhile, people are talking crap like it's some crack den. Yeah, $2,300, and they live in their mom's basement. And that's no offense to anybody. I'm talking about someone in particular. And listen, I'm not gonna make a hate video. All right, nothing like that. It's just that's why I had to go away for it. I'm too angry. I'm too angry about what they did. And the way I look at it, the orders come from the top. And even if the order didn't come from the top, the influence comes from the top. What he says goes, and what he says doesn't go. But apparently, I've been holding intel on him since April, and I still haven't dropped it. And it's not we had a truce. He broke that truce about 2 months ago, maybe even 3 months ago. But I still honor it because, why I honor it? It's because I think of his kids. And some of the stuff I have on him is so damning that I think of his kids. And then the same exact person who went after my kids and put my kid in danger the other day was talking about, leave kids out of it. Nobody ever went after Adam's kids. I know I didn't. I've actually protected Adam's kids by not releasing this information. And I'm not going to do a video. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to do a video. And plus, my audience doesn't want me to do videos like that. They want to hear truth. I don't know if you guys, all of you are 100% psyched about this sports thing, but it's just, I think that some of my audience can benefit from this greatly. So that's why I'm doing it. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I just want to finish up the Thanksgiving thing. So check this out. Sportsbook. Okay, so we already did Baltimore and under a 7-point tease. We already did that. Well, it's really a 6.5-point tease, but if you're just betting now, it depends on what the line is. If you get the line at 3, and also you want to bet Baltimore straight up. If you get the line at 3, buy a 0.5 point and just bet them straight up at 2.5. Also, bet a little bit light, not as much, on the under. Just straight up. Now, for Thanksgiving, like I said, Detroit, under. In that same game, it's Chicago Bears at Detroit. Detroit are the underdogs, but I like Detroit at home getting 3 points, even though you're paying out, 125 for every 100, or I like to put it in tens, $12.50 for $10. Meaning if you lose, you pay $12.50. Let's say you do a $12.50 bet. You lose that, but if you win, you get 10. All right. Let me just finish this real quick before I don't want to have to keep doing this. So the next one was Buffalo and Cowboys. As far as this one, this is a tough one. But you know what? I'll tell you. This is another one. That's a tough game. Let's skip that one for now. New Orleans at Atlanta. Ooh, woo! That is a game. All right. You know what? Wow. This is what I'm gonna do. All right. First, let me get rid of these. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Okay. Take New Orleans and take Dallas. Add picks. You take New Orleans and Dallas, okay? Now, what you do, the reason I picked those two teams, I don't really like the lines. What I like is if you tease it, you tease that, look what it becomes. New Orleans, pick. All they have to do is win. Dallas Cowboys, favored by a half point. All they have to do is win. So they're both heavily favored, but if you parlay it, meaning both teams have to win, mind you, but they don't have to win by a certain amount of points. It's pretty straight up. You just know, I need New Orleans to win, I need Dallas to win. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with that. So, and it's $1 to $1. So let's say I bet $6, I win $6. I risk $6 to win $6. You get it? So I'm actually gonna do that right now because I think those lines are gonna move. Oh wait, they're already changing. Oh, the line didn't change, just the odds. So okay, so yeah, boom, that's in, all done. Now let's go back to the other one we were talking about. The straight one. So we want to remove these two. And we want to go to, I like Detroit. I like the under. Okay. Add picks. Straight bet. So Detroit +3. I like that a lot. Let's just say, no, that's too much. I can't risk that much. Let's just do 3. And then on the under, let's just do 2.5. All right. So look at that. All right. So I like Detroit +3 -125, and the under 38.5. Although that dropped a whole point. Since the phone died, that dropped a whole point. You know what? Instead of 2.5, I'll just make it 2. And just so you know, I wouldn't put a lock on the under. But for Detroit, I would make that my, I would make that a lock, 1 star. My 2 star would be the parlay, just so you know. All right, so I just want to do it in front of you guys. Boom, save. All done. All right, and I think that's it. Oh yeah. Wait. We still have the Baltimore, right? Baltimore. But I don't like it. It's 3.5 on here. I already got it at a better. So yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I don't want that. So you know what? That's it then. Depending on what you get it. But like I said, the way to do it is a parlay. I didn't actually do that bet. At least I don't think I did. Hold on 1 second. Because I will do the parlay. Let me just make sure that. I don't think I. Oh no, I did do it. So 7-point parlay. Oh no, this is oh, that's with the Lions too though. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? Last one. This is the last one. And but you can do American odds, decimal odds, fractional odds, whatever type of math you like better, and it'll make it easier to understand depending on what you pick. So basically, oh look, Baltimore went down to 3. All right, let's grab it while we can. Let's strike while the iron's hot. So Baltimore. Oh, we already did it with 7 points though. You know what? Screw it. We'll do it with the 6 points. So let's do this really quick, and then I'll do my one more pick. Oh my god. Buffalo and Dallas. Chicago and Detroit. Okay, so we'll do this real quick. Boom, boom. And we aren't doing a straight bet. We're doing that 6.5, right? Plus 3.5, 53.5. Beautiful. We'll just do 3.33. Oh no, on this side. 3.33. Alright, good. Risk 4 to win 3.33. Nothing big. Just, oh, it didn't go up, did it? Oh no, it's good. Alright. Now, finally, I can do my final pick. But I'm happy. See, if you guys want to do Baltimore, now's the time. At least according to this book. It depends on if you're going through a bookie or which online. The ones if you guys are wondering where can you do stuff like this, that is dependable, I would recommend Bovada, Bovada. I love them. But right now I actually had a little problem with them where I'm kind of pissed. So this one's just as good. It's called Bet Now, and you guys at least are seeing the gist of it. So also check this out. So I wanted to do Baltimore, right? But you know what? Let me also throw in this. So the other pick I wanted to do, Detroit as well, huh? So Detroit. Okay. Alright. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you. This is the last one. So with this one, I can get creative here. Now, when I say buy a point, by the way, this is how you do it. Baltimore -3, -130. So it's gone up. Although, thank God, it's at least there. So instead of going up to -140, it goes up to -155. Wow. Whereas this one, you buy a half point, it goes to -150. I don't think I like that. I do not think I like that. Instead, I would definitely rather do a 6.5. You get plus 3.5, you get plus 9.5. I like that a lot more. To win. Again, 3.33. I always do that. Alright, so boom. Detroit Lions plus 9.5. That's pretty good. And then Baltimore Ravens plus 3.5. Alright, and as far as the straight bet though, let me just see what it looks like. Let's say I put 5. Oh, you gotta risk a lot. Screw that. What if I do 3.33? Not bad. Oh, I could just do it like this. So boom, there it goes. Alright, so basically that's that, guys. Just to give you an idea, and I just showed you guys some bets I like. So I'll have to add that onto my Twitter, which I will. I did some extracurricular as well, but that was more so just showing you guys how to do it. I might include some of that, but I just want to make sure that I give people winners. And so far for 12 weeks, I've done nothing but that. I haven't had one losing week. So I'm not trying to brag, but when it comes to gambling and you are offering information to people, yeah, it's kind of okay to brag. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. I don't even have my my heat turned on. Someone better do something about that. Anyways, okay, so let me get back to live. Let me get back to me. Okay. All right, guys. I hate the lighting. Let me see. Is this better with the lighting? No, not much better. And it's crazy. I took photography and all these video classes. All right, so that's good lighting. So let's see. I just wanted to say to everybody, so this is a rare video, and I just wanted to do it because, you know, this is what I do for a living, as far as, you know, just kind of like following sports and doing all that. But now that I have this other, you know, I've been very successful with this other channel, which the YouTube part of it, not that many people really watch my YouTube at all. It's my Twitter account that people go to, and they use the bets and things like that. But I'd like to see you know, get a little bit more recognition for the YouTube account. So anyone interested, or if you just want to, you know, hear more of me or anything like that, you know, subscribe. Again, it's called the Wise Guy Bets, and that is my YouTube channel. That's also my Twitter handle. And then I don't know what it's called, but the thing under the Twitter handle, it's at Wise Guy, and then the letter N. So Wise Guy N, as in November. And that's Twitter. And you know, you can get my picks on Twitter. You can get my picks on YouTube. And that's basically what this video was about. I'm going to be coming at you guys with part 2 of the Q. And then, yeah, at this hour, yeah. And then tonight I'll have another video. So just keep your eyes peeled, because I have a bad feeling that one of them I might not actually get notifications sent out, because it would be my... because I ended up having to do a second video doing this, unfortunately. Like, this will be like the part 2 of the Wise Guy. Anyways, let me say hello to a few people. Oh, Holly Green, how you doing, brother? And Brown, Holly, I don't know if you're into football, but basically that's what this video and the last one have been all about. You know, I do it for a living, but I pick well. And I just like to help. And people who have been sticking by my picks, there hasn't been 1 week I've lost more games than I've won. And this week is shaping out to be one of the really good weeks. So I also gave my Thanksgiving picks. So you guys feel free to use them. They're for you. Free of charge. All for you. You know, if you hit it big, you know, maybe donate. You know, I just want to have a setup. I'm sick of sitting here in this corner. But because out there it's just, you know, it's way too much noise. That's the problem. I'd be a lot more comfortable. It's just too noisy, and then people complain about the noise. But anyways, all right, guys. Let me just say, make sure there's anyone. Ann Brown, hello. And oh, thank you for your. Oh, all right, yeah. I mean, I know that a lot of you guys aren't into this, and as a truther to be into, you know, organized sports, it's like almost ridiculous. But we all have something that we do, unless like we're like Ted Kaczynski in the woods,
We all have something that we do where we have, especially if you have a family to support, you know, where you work, and mine happens to be in sports. So I just try to take advantage of that and make a way where people can make money. It's just, it's like rich people make money because they have money. They have money to invest, and then that money flips, and then they're twice as rich. You know what I mean? Poor people, we don't have money to invest. So we might have all the knowledge and know-how, but if you don't have the money, you ain't flipping shit. So I'm not going to talk anymore about donations. I'm done. Obviously, it's just not going to happen. And I hate talking about it anyway, so I'm all set. I'll just, I don't know, I'll save, and one day I'll be able to get the stuff, or maybe I'll find something cheap on, but that's how I screwed myself. I'm thinking out loud too much. Alright, guys, have a great day, but you guys will be seeing me soon. I got some more Q for you, and then I have a video tonight that will blow your socks off. That's all I'm going to say about it. And like I said, no hate videos from me. I'm not stooping to that level. Sometimes, like, I just can't help myself. And for those of you who don't know, I actually, you know what? I bet you a lot of you guys have figured out what's been happening. When internet beef turns into real life, real shit. And when it gets real like that, you're not going to have me doing videos and talking, and no, it gets real. You know what I'm saying? Alright, guys, Red Pill New Dispensary.